First.
Complete to Ben Watson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check three. General West. Ozzy. Hey, Steve 6.
On play action, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that. One, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal.
The Jets are going to use the first of their time. Timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now flag for jumping.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check it. Mike 46. Mike, hey, check it.
Now Brady again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that Time.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Rip. Hey, Zoo. 46 to Mike, 46.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 19. To the air again, Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
6-6, pull it high. 16 is a loss. We take him win. 12 again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. Thomas, the 9-year vet. Of course, all those great seasons with Denver, 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver. Dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year and now trying to work his way back off an Achilles tear. And if healthy, he can certainly be a big asset for Tom Brady. Brady now to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch time. Tight end right.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Hey, goal 66. Hey, exit. 46. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
The extra point up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Hey, turn it up. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3. All right, here we go.
To throw again. Brady. That's caught by the tight end Lacoste. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Not today, you are. Not today. Back. Regular. Smooth.
Brady to throw again. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Easy. Sugar. Hey, Echo. 57 to Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Here's Brady to throw. Now he's flushed out right. He's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and run it in with White. And he's over the line and into the... James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 16, Darnold. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what